Yep. This is my first long video. I don't know how it'll go. Big boss, if you're watching this, subscribe. Um. So yeah, as the title says, I had a near-death experience on the sea a few years ago. Two actually. So yeah, let's talk about it for a while. The first one was, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, 7 years ago, before pandemic basically. And yeah, I was swimming with my family. We like had a little boat over the sea, and we were just having fun. And that day, I decided to swim by myself, not too far away because the sea is dangerous and stuff. But I decided that swimming by myself would be a fun idea. I ended up I ended up reaching an island. It was isolated and there was really nothing to see, but I just wanted to see what I could find there. So I just got into the island. It wasn't like, damn, my controller ran out of battery. It wasn't like a big ass island or something. It was just like a bunch of rocks. So I started walking on those rocks, and there was a hole between between the rocks. Keep in mind, now I'm a pretty big guy. I would say like I'm not the biggest guy out there, but overall I would say I had a pretty big body. I'm not fat. I'm just like tall. I'm not extremely thin. I would say I'm not the strongest guy out there, but So my feet, my right feet, I think, fell in between the rocks, and I couldn't get it out. So this is Rock Island, or however you want to call it. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna have trouble with this. I'm playing MGSV now, so yeah. So I was swimming over there on the rocks, and then my feet got stuck, as I said, and I couldn't get it out. It was a pretty bad situation. The worst part was, it was like, I don't know, 12 p.m., something like that, 1 p.m. So I got stuck there, and there were strong waves coming over me. They were about to like come over me and hit me real hard, and I would hit my head and probably have a big accident. So what can I do now? So basically that, yeah.
Mission accepted.
I went over there and I got stuck. There was nothing I could really do. Yeah, I was stuck there. I tried screaming for help and nobody came. Well, I'm actually gonna. So I said I was screaming for help, but nobody came. I was far away from my family. So the waves were coming. They were hitting me. I almost hit my head like twice maybe, but I was okay. Until my dad realized what was happening. So he came. He took me, and yeah, that day will go on to remember as my closest death experience. However, funny story. This isn't a death experience by itself, but like, it was funny. That same day, we ate lunch at the little boat. It wasn't a big boat or something with big stuff. It was just a small little boat with a small engine. So basically, what was that? Basically, after lunch, my dad wanted to swim too. He's a big swimming fan and stuff. Like, he likes exploring the sea, doing that kind of stuff. So he wanted to swim himself. And my mom had to drive the boat. I knew how to drive the boat at that time, but I wasn't real good, so my mom took it. She wasn't real good either. She just wanted to try it. So my dad was swimming over there away from us, and my mom was like driving the boat and stuff. So we ended up going to some line of. It wasn't trash. It was more like old things that they put it over there. Like, it was I don't know how to explain. It was a big string that was hanging from a mountain close by, like saying, "Yeah, you cannot go over there." It was like saying, "This is the boat limit. Get out of here." And my mom didn't see that. She ran into it, and we ended up getting stuck. And the boat could not move because the string was so tight that it got stuck over there. So my mom tried to get it out. She couldn't. She almost breaks the boat. Till my dad came and my mom explained the situation. He was like, "Fuck, can you stop messing up today?" So what he did was he tried to untie the ropes, and like, because he was floating in the sea, it was hard for him to like stay afloat. So he would just untie a little bit of rope. My mom would try to activate the engine to see if that was enough for it to slide off. And it wasn't. So we tried that for an hour. We ended up getting off, and that was the last time we took the boat because they changed the place and we didn't like it anymore. So yeah, that's my closest, both of my closest death experience. Yep, you could say that this is the sea version. However, for the forest version of the story, I will tell it in another video because this is taking too long and I don't want to edit this shit. But